really though, like, how are you going to complain about Jeff Bezos being a billionaire when y'all made him a billionaire? Like, it is insane. Y'all say like, kill the rich, kill the rich. Y'all get on Amazon and are excited about Prime Day. Like, what the hell is happening? How can you expect billionaires to be more giving and more distributive with their wealth after you willingly handed them money that you didn't have to hand them? Like, it's not like Jeff Bezos is in an industry that everybody has to have what he's selling. Like, he's selling shit. Like, does he sell shit that people could need? Sure, but really the way he's making money is the convenience. He is selling you convenience, and y'all are like, yeah, give me that. And then there's a sub portion of that population that's like, how can there be so many unethical billionaires? If you can demonize Bezos for having the money, you got to demonize yourself. Look at that turn your ass around, look in that mirror. Demonize yourself for handing it to him. Because you're the one that chose convenience over the community that you're espousing, that you're saying that we should all have. How are you going to give someone your money? How are you going to pay for a product and then look at Jeff Bezos and be like, yeah, but I think you should give that to other people. You could have gave it to other people. You didn't need the fucking weight set that he was selling online. Like, you didn't need the shoes that he was selling online. You didn't need any of that shit. You chose convenience over a life where you could care about people. You chose yourself, and now you're asking Jeff Bezos to not choose himself? Well, that's different. It's a bigger, much smaller scale. But it's the same scale. Y'all all did it together. Y'all all chose together. You know how many Amazon products he had to sell to get where the fuck he's at? You know how many Amazon products they had to sell to get there? Y'all gave him the money. Well, he doesn't pay his employees enough. Y'all gave him the money knowing that. Y'all blaming him? All because you had to have that item at your house in 24 hours. Nah, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. And I'm not going to pretend like he's the bad guy because he went into business. He set up the terms, told y'all the terms, y'all agreed to him, and then turned around and been like, man, that asshole. He was the most honest out of anybody in the transaction. The person that wasn't honest was you. You weren't honest about the fact that you wanted to have your cake and eat it too. You wanted to have him give you shit without him being exorbitantly rich. But that's not how it works. It's not how it works. When you have something that everybody wants, you generally become rich if you're able to execute. That's how it works. Oh, you don't like that? Stop giving your money to fucking billionaires then. Y'all mad that there's billionaires that own like fucking baseball teams, basketball teams, football teams? Stop going to fucking games. You need to be at the front row. You need front row seats. You need to be watching the game right here. You need the sports pass. You need ESPN. Come on. Unless we're going to be honest about how we got here, there's no way it's going to be better. Don't complain about the shit you create. Unless you're prepared to cut all that shit out, all the extras. Do not turn around and be like, man, look at all these billionaires out here wasting their wealth. You wasted it. You wasted it. You handed it to the billionaire. That's on you. That's no one else's fault but yours. Because when Bezos went into business, it was very clear he was doing it to make money. When you handed the money over, it was not clear that you were doing it for some self-righteous reason. You wanted what was good for you back then. Now you want what's good for everybody now that you've given the money up. Ain't that some shit?